Moving on with our game Run Race 3D. I'm Amar, and today what are we gonna do is we're gonna add a leaderboard and a second UI that will be needed for our game. So for this one we're gonna unactivate or deactivate our in-game, and then we're gonna add an empty game object which will be called leaderboard. Oh, okay, leader. It's not like that, but like that, leaderboard. And I'm gonna make it stretch out. And inside of it, we're gonna have a bit more components than we had in our in-game. The first, of course, will be our leaderboard. So to add that, we're gonna add a UI image, which will be our leaderboard. And for some reason, we have our leaderboard separated, leader from board, but I think you don't mind it that much. We're gonna position it on top centered anchor by moving up. Click T, make it a bit bigger. So right now I have reference, so I can see like how much I make it bigger. So if I have my in-game, it should be around maybe here, depending on if my in-game is gonna be a bit more up, like this. And yeah, like this, here we're gonna have our leaderboard. Now inside of our leaderboard, we're just gonna have these three represent at leaderboard, because the leaderboard will be called out when our player dies or when it's the end. So this will be our leader. Come on, leader. Okay, okay, I'm good. Board panel. This is our panel. And this over here is going to be the real deal, which will be our leaderboard. Now what we will do is we're gonna add three like components, like three images, one for the player, one for the bot, and one for the second bot. So what are we gonna do is we're gonna add a UI image, and we're gonna add a winner's name. Difference between a winner's name and the regular name: the winner's name has this over here, this, what's called, I forgot the name, the crown. Yeah, I think I got it right. I'm gonna make it stretch a bit, moving up, T a bit more on the sides like this, make it a bit bigger. And okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually empty everything manually. So once we add it, I'm gonna increase it in the size, and this should be good. We're gonna cover everything, like almost everything from side to side. And inside of it, this will be the first place. So I'm gonna add one, and inside it, we're gonna add the text, the UI text. And for example, this will be like you or your player, doesn't really matter. Let me make it stretch out, increase the font size, make it bold, and yep, you actually works. Also, what we're gonna do, the winner name will be green. So let me make it green, and let me find the green I want. I want something like, okay, this will be cool. I think this will do it. This green will do it. And now we have one, which is you. Then we're gonna add another one, which will be our bot. And our bot will not have a winner name because the winner name has a crown. Our bot will have other image, which is called level button. So let me actually find it inside level button or here. It's not level button. I forgot the name of it. Let me see in a second. Let me go to projects. Let me go to sprites. Run race. Is it here? Player name? Nope. It's white. Is it white one? I think it is. I am gonna add the white one to see if it's good. White empty button. Nope, it's not that. Okay, I'm sorry about this. Maybe name palette. I'm not sure. Let's see. Name palette. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So name palette. This will be like the second place, where we're gonna add name 1, and we're gonna duplicate this, make it third place, so something around here. Now the spacing in between you can choose. You can also do this. You can add, I think it's vertical layout group. Yep. Make it middle centered. Padding, it's cool. Spacing a bit less. And then this will be like automatically done. Like it's up to you to choose how we're gonna do it. And for this, we see that our leaderboard is kind of too big. So I do think it's kind of too big, and now that we have the vertical layer group, I'm gonna remove it and then position this properly and then remove this because I don't need it anymore. And here we're gonna say name 2. Like this will be it for our 1, 2, and 3. We can maybe change it to the pitch black, but okay, this works better. I think this looks better, but if you want, you can change it to any color. I'm gonna stick with the one I had before, something like grayish one. Now this will be done for our leaderboard. The next thing we're gonna add is something that not recently, but it got in a lot of what's the name for it? Hyper casual games, which is that level system that you will always see, like going from one to another. So we're gonna create our level progress. So let's create an empty game object, call it level progress, like this. I'm gonna position it a bit about here. It's still gonna be in the center or about the center. And I think I can say the same for my leaderboard. So it's about the center. It's a bit up, but still it's in the center. As for the level progress, I'm gonna make it something like this. So this will be its canvas. It's about this height, something like this. And inside it, we're gonna add the current level, and then, so let's first add an image for the current level. So current level, which will be positioned at the left anchor, like there. Then we are gonna choose the proper image, which will be orange, like this, orange. And this will be it for our current level. Then what we'll add is text inside of it. So let me go ahead and add the text inside of it. But first of all, let me check if I missed something. I have to add here an image, which will be our level button, the one we added right before. And let me make it smaller a bit, like this maybe, because this current level will represent like the inside of this over here. So we're gonna position it appropriately to that. And like this, it's not cool, it's not like it's supposed to be. So let me try to actually change it, play around with it. Like this, kinda, but it's not what I want. It's not something that I see in my reference. It's not like I did it in my game. Maybe like this. Okay, yeah, okay. I have to make it like this. So as you can see, it's a lot of playing around, testing things out. And yeah, this will work, but what I actually want is to make this a bit smaller or a bit higher. I'm not sure. Let me play around with it a bit. In a second, I will see what will I do. So let me try here 480 by 163. So this number here looks a bit better. So I'm gonna move it this current level appropriate to that. And one thing I want to mention, if you want to move both sides, you will just hold on alternative on your button, on your keyboard. And like this. I just cannot get it right. For some reason, I cannot get it right. The first time I did it like smoothly. And right now there we go. That's what I want. This will be our current level, and here's gonna say text, which will be stretched out. 1, middle, best fit. Okay, not best fit, we're gonna make it bigger. So like this one. And then what are we gonna do is we're gonna do the exact same thing, but we're gonna add the gray button, and that will be our next level. So UI image, let's search for the gray level, which is gray. Position it onto the right, not stretch, but onto the right. Move him a bit upwards. Bam. Like, can you see that? I just did it smoothly over here, but I had a problem with the orange one. Never mind, this will be our next level. And here we're gonna say UI text. So stretched out. Second, and let's take this 78, middle, but both of these should be bold. And yep, I'm gonna make him a bit smaller, so just tiny bit small, like this. So we have 1, 2, and inside in the middle we're gonna have that fill thing. So let's add another UI image, which will be called fill. And inside of the fill, So let's add fill. We're gonna have the same exact grading. So you're gonna position it in the middle, like this. Come on, bam. And bam. Come on, can I do it? Like this. And we are good to go. Now, if you want to change this, you'll just make it orange, and voila, it seems like you passed the level. As you can see, bam, it just went up. But as for now, as for the default, we're gonna have the orange one. And now, last but not least, we're gonna add 2 more buttons, which will be next and exit. Also, what you can add is a play again, which I have not added, but it will be there once you will see what I did it. But let's go ahead and do it. Let's add a button, which will be at the bottom. I'm gonna make it a bit up, like here. This will be our next level. This will makes us go to the next level, and this will have its own image, which will be called empty. So empty. I'm gonna set the native size, so I have like, so I know what should I aim for, and this will be cool. As for the text, we're gonna say next, middle, and just make it a bit bigger, font size like this. Make it bold. Everything here will be bold, but this will be white bold, and just position it appropriately according to your button, and voila, you're good to go. Duplicate this, remove the text, call it exit. This will go to main menu. As for the exit sprite, we will need to use its own exit sprite. So let's go here, search for the exit, find it, and voila, we are good to go. Right now, for how long am I recording? Let me see. I cannot see it. I think I'm gonna end off here, and in the next video we are gonna start programming our leaderboard. So if you want to take a break, take it here, and in the next video we are gonna start coding.